Action. Hi, everyone. We're coming live. All three of us on Intuitive Angel Messages. We have Norma Jones, and we have Kristen Davies, and we have Philomay Gray. Hi. Yay! And, you know, it was really awesome last summer when we were taking the last channeling course that I was helping to teach. And I remember when I asked some of you to come on live with me, you two were like, no, I don't want to. Come on camera. No. And I could feel your energy. How am I going to get out of this? No escaping. I'm coming. I'm going to pull you on camera to have fun with me.
Yeah. It was terrifying. It was terrifying, the thought of going on live.
Yeah. I think Kristen called me out. I was hiding somewhere in the corner of the course, and then suddenly I had a private message by Kristen, and she says, "You're on this Sunday." And I was like, "Oh my God!"
Yes.
Best step ever. I must say that was the best step ever.
Yes.
But you know what the beauty of fear is? You just sit in it.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of dissipates, and then it's not really as big of a deal as what you think it's going to be. And that's what Archangel Michael always guides me. He always says, you know, you're overthinking. It's not going to be that big of a deal. And I go, I know. And then the fear turns into kind of excitement. And then you're like, awesome. This was fun. Let's do it again. So I love that. Hey?
Yes.
Yeah.
And also the beauty of it as well is growth. I mean, life without growth is death. It's stagnancy.
Growing.
So yeah, each and every time I get nervous, but
if I had my choice, I'd go walk into fear and grow over sitting in stagnancy. Now that I know the difference, I'm walking into it.
Yeah, sometimes energetically, we think it's fear when it's adrenaline. And if you flip on the side of the adrenaline, you fly. It's so exciting. And I used to do that in my business world. But in this course, you feel a little bit like vulnerable, but you're not, because it's such a safe place. So I'm now always thinking it's adrenaline. It's not fear. It's adrenaline. And wouldn't it be once I step out? And it is. Like what Norma's saying, it is so fun. It's exhilarating. You are in a bliss state when you're doing it and when you come out of it. You know, so it's a real great mood setter when you just go in.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you know, yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say that it doesn't matter who you are and what position you're in this world. If you are doing something different from what you've done before, you are going to feel nervous about it. You're going to feel those same feelings that other people feel. It's absolutely normal.
And if, you know, I do my best to help everybody feel at ease, but inevitably what's best is stepping off and doing it.
Yes.
Just do it. Face the fear and do it anyways, right?
Yeah.
And I have everybody's coming on. They're like, hello, beautiful ladies. And another person saying, good point, Philomay. And you guys, I labeled this video today as the Three Musketeers. Because yeah,
I like it. Every time we come on, we have this.
You know, life is about having fun and enjoying yourself, but it's also about facing the fear and doing it anyways. So if you feel this pull to come and join us in this mediumship course coming on January 15th until February 15th, come. If you keep thinking about it, you get pulled towards it, come and see. Come and join us. I think it's going to be brilliant. You know, and both of you are going to come on camera again in this course.
Yeah.
And you're okay. The pull is still here.
Still breathing.
So this course is going to be the Mediumship 101 course for $99 US. And it's going for a full month. and you can work at this course around your own schedule and your own time zone. So we've developed it that way in a private group on Facebook. So I think it's going to be brilliant, and I can't wait. I'm super pumped. I'm getting more and more excited every day.
Yeah, we've been through it. You don't have to. It's going to be brilliant. It is brilliant. We were there. It gives you an aspect of your knowing. It helps you remember who you are. It helps you connect with who you are. You know, it's just an amazing course to get into. And if there's something that we need at this time in our lives, is the alignment of ourselves to ourselves and alignment ourselves to our teachers and guides. So it's an amazing thing to do.
Yeah.
Connecting you with your guides and your angels. This is like the greatest gift I could give anybody. Help them do that.
I have to totally agree. And I also want to say, like, when I started the course in July, I went away for 2 weeks. And during the time that I was away, a lot of that time I didn't have internet. So wherever I had internet, I would look at what I could and do what I could. And it was still something that I could do, even though I wasn't there for half the course in July. So I would definitely recommend. I mean, for $99, it's ridiculously well priced, and for the purpose of getting everybody in and exploring that aspect of yourself, that to know yourself again. And it's been such an amazing gift.
Yeah,
it's really amazing.
And the reason why it's not just a text that you learn is that the practice aspect for me was really important. So you have like really good channeling teachers around you, and you partner up, and then you build confidence that way, and I love that. So I learned some time ago in terms of channeling, when you start the journey, potentially 9 out of 10 times you might not get it right. By the time you end the journey, 9 of the 10 times you are right. But that journey of practice and confirmation is really the most critical thing. So you say something and the teacher next to you say, yeah, you got it right. Or yeah, maybe it's a bit like this or whatever. That actual journey is critical in learning to channel. That to me was really brilliant. In a safe place.
Yeah.
So I think that's amazing.
High vibrational safe space online that's private.
Yeah.
Private.
It's a private party.
It's a private party for a month.
Yeah. And you get to meet great people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Great people.
Yeah.
Friendships that we've made. It's just amazing. And, you know, for me, it's like I will go and assist. And then, and I always say, come on live with me. I don't care if you get it right or wrong. I don't care. I don't, you know, just come in and practice. But whatever the person needs, I can tune into their guardian angel, and the guardian angel is giving me feedback as to what's best action step-wise for them to take. And so, you know, they're all working on us when we're in the course, opening our channels and helping lift and raise our vibrational frequency so that we're closer to their vibrational frequency, which then makes it easier for us to communicate with them too. So what are some of the changes? Who's come to chat with you? What are some of the connections with spirit that you both have had over the past 6 months that has changed?
Kristen, can I say something just to the last point that you're saying, just in regards to a group and having that group energy? It really does elevate one's own abilities when you're doing it together with the energy all together in a group. I found that I really was able to hone in on energies that way stronger when Kristen had somebody else up, or myself, or whether I was watching. I was really able to hone in and feel those energies more in that group setting than I was previous trying to do this on my own. So sorry.
Love that. True. Working at, you know, doing our oracle cards on your own. I did that for years, and I was chatting away, doing my oracle cards. I wish I had a group setting like this. I wish I had that connection with others like this. And here I am. And that is the main reason why I do what I do. Because I want you all to know that you can connect with these streams of consciousness, these high vibrational frequencies that are omnipresent, that have incredible guidance to give you. And I want everyone to connect with that as much as they want to connect with this energy. So Norma, what are some of the changes that have happened? Who do you connect with, and what are your spiritual experiences over the past 6 months? Some of them.
Wow. A lot. Yeah, it's been pretty crazy. So, my spiritual experiences, well, first I was starting to learn how to feel and sense energies, and then knowing within my own inner chakra, sensing yes and no's. That's where it began. Like feeling, asking a question and then getting in, whether it's a restriction in the chest to say no or an opening that would say yes. Then I started speaking with Eric from Channeling Eric, and Eric communicates to me a lot through body movement, and as well I do have that happen with other angels and whatnot, because I spoke with I had a time where I spoke with Isis, and I
right after channeling her, yeah, in the chorus. Yes. I remember that.
Yes,
and
it
was
like a full-on conversation. And have had other conversations since, but I think I'm one of those ones that are very cerebral as well. So now I'm in conversations, and I have to get the body supporting what I'm hearing to double it up. So, but I speak with Gabriel and my angels and Jesus and Michael and Mother Mary.
Yeah. All high vibrational light field beings. Yeah. It's just there are no words to describe how amazing that is. Yeah. So Philomene, what are some of your experiences?
Yeah, mine is similar but different. I have felt a lot of beings in a collective, a crew around me. So I always call them the crew, right? And it's actually figuring out, and I'm getting personalities and understanding what the personalities are. But in terms of what I am, as you're opening to your intuition and to your connection with your soul, I'm knowing now that I actually am embodying my higher self a lot more in that connection. So I might be talking to someone, and that someone might say, within 2 seconds, there's a problem, right? I might open my mouth to say 2 things, and suddenly my higher self takes over. I think William spotted it, because he said, when you ask question, your tone is different. You know, I start from, yeah, la, 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 and that's me. But then I go into a softer tone, and I know actually it's my higher self being embodied, giving the advice. And what I love is that knowing of whether it's me or is someone else coming through. And I love that, because I want for the advice really giving and helping people to be of insight and of truth, because you don't want to get them off the wrong track. In the past, I'll be thinking, oh, should I advise or whatever? Now I'm knowing that there is a difference. And that is really important in trying to help people, that there is a difference. You're getting it from the other side, and it is right for them in conjunction with their guides. Because I tend to also give advice. You know, sometimes the guides can't get through people, so they come through me to them. Oh, it's your guides trying to do something. You know,
that was happening with me just tonight with my next door neighbor. She's helping me right now. Like,
you were just saying that's funny.
Somebody's here knocking on my door.
Like, they do come through. I was in a bookshop and yesterday. And I was buying, and this lady was buying coffee, and she says, "Oh my God, I can feel you." Then she looked at this pendant. Is that Egyptian? She says, "I can feel you." Then I realized she knows a little bit about this space. Yeah. I clicked in, and I found out that she went through a difficult time, and was saying, "You've got to let go." It's a contrast where you're living a learning which you require for this time, but the weight of the contrast is actually stifling you. So I love that they just come through and bang, you know, and I trust
very quickly. Very quick.
When permission is given, like you will sense when permission is given from the other party, and when that happens, they come through, and I love it.
I was saying to my neighbor, pretty sure it's your male guardian angel here. He's really insistent. He wants to talk. She goes, "I've been feeling it all day, the pressure," and she's like, I was like, just like, seriously. So they don't know what's happening energetically. People that I've noticed, even in intuitive angel messages, they're feeling certain sensations, pressure, lightheadedness, ringing in the ear. And then I come along and I let them know this is what's happening and why. So tonight I had to go sit down. It was just so intense, like the urgency of the guidance coming through. But, I got a yes. It was okay to convey that message, and off I went. And you should have seen how happy her guardian angel was. Happy, so happy.
Another tribe, which is not a spiritual tribe, but this lady was posting a picture of her best friend's son who passed on. And I looked into his eyes and I felt so sad that he's transitioned, right? And suddenly I'm writing to this lady whom I don't know, but what he's trying to tell them, which is that he has moved to the 5D world to help there, and he will be better off helping there than here because of his skills. And it was so beautifully received. And then she said, when his mom is ready, I'll pass that on. And I do get that, interesting, sudden urge to say something, that will ease.
I've always wondered if that was going to be more and more so in the future, where I'd be going along and spirit would be like, you got to say this in this moment to this person. Come on. Well, that was happening tonight. All right. Holy moly.
I get that too, definitely, where I just have this feeling that I have to say what I have to say to someone, and whether it's medium or yes, exactly. You just have this sense of urgency to say something. And often afterwards, I hear people are so grateful for what I had said to them, and it comes through very clearly for me. Not as thoughts, but just as like a knowing. I just know. I know that I know that I know, but I don't know how I know that I know. But I just know that I need to say this. So I'm getting a lot more of that now too.
They communicate in different ways. So you might get it clairaudiently in your head or outside your head. You might feel it in your body clairsentiently, like, whoa, wow, what's all this energy doing around my head? I feel pressure, lightheaded. Or they're coming in claircognizantly, where you just know, let's go. Like the information's there and you're just going to flow it through. And then, of course, there's clairvoyantly, which was the last to come online for me. But now when I tune out, I can see it. And it's very highlighted and visual, and they give me hand signals.
Yeah.
And
like the notification from the spirit world.
It's quicker for them. I just go, yes, I'm like, did I get that right? Yes, I did. Okay. It just moves, and then is okay, we're going to shift on to something else. And then I just know very quickly. They could actually they could communicate a lot faster. It's just the old human brain here can only take in so much. So I'm like, a little bit slower, just a little bit.
Is that you set up a secret language with your team, right? You learn the secret codes, what they mean by this, what they, and it's kind of fun because you actually, once you start agreeing with them, what are the things you want to see and hear to mean certain things, the codes come through as well. So it's kind of fun.
We never have to really be worried that we're going to get it wrong, because ultimately they will always come back around and make sure you get it accurate, even days later. They will make sure that you get it. You will feel it. It's the beauty of partially closing down your heart chakra and your solar chakra, and that, okay, well, maybe I better pay attention to this feeling.
Really know it's them. When I really know is with them is when I'm talking to Stephen and we're disagreeing, and then they step in with the advice that Stephen's right, and it's like,
yeah, right.
I really know.
I'm totally channeled your angels, Philome. They're so like, yeah, you're totally wrong.
I think you were set up, Philome. I think they just like to put you in that situation.
No,
going into timeout.
Program. Get with the program.
Stephen like this, watching this right now.
Yes. But I think it's everybody wants to know their purpose in life, and I can tell you all, everybody's purpose is really the same thing. We're here together to help one another, in a variety of different ways. And so to be able to know things and to help someone is such a gift. And
huge gift.
And so I can't say enough about the course and what it can do for you. Even for you, I mean, of course, for your own self as well, but for other people, it's just
you're giving your channeled guidance to others, but you're also having a lot of mini readings given to you throughout the month. You're constantly getting mini readings, angel card readings, sensing energy, channel guidance, and it's constant. And the more it picks up, and you have 1 month, and I think we need a month. Personally, I think practicing is crucial in getting the frequency, getting the energy, and picking up on the message coming through. And so after the Mediumship 101 course is coming the Mediumship 102 course.
Yes.
And Norma and William will be teaching that.
Yeah.
And I think William, with 20 years of life coaching, I mean, like, I'm in. The two of you together are gold, and I think you're going to do a brilliant job at teaching this. And it's a
great course.
Yeah, and it's going to be starting on February 16th until March 16th for $99.
Yeah,
is a no-brainer. So it's kind of the next step after the 101 course, and I'll let you just talk about some highlighted points of the 102 course. I just can't wait. I'm going to help assist you.
Yes.
With your course as well.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
So, it's basically going to follow the same pattern where we're going to continue with channeling and whatnot. So it's basically how to open up your clairs even more. There will be meditation on opening up your pineal gland and raising the kundalini and so on. And a lot of it as well is going to be looking at those blocks. Like the veil is held in place by all negativity. Fear-based thoughts, fear-based thinking keeps the veil in place. So as ascension happens and all of these negative things come up, you ever find yourself walking down the street and all of a sudden you're in a negative mindset? It's about helping you to identify that when it happens and teaching you how to get rid of it. So,
transmute it.
Transmute it. Yes, exactly. So, I mean, it could be from this lifetime, from previous lifetimes, or genetically. You could be holding on to baggage. And that's what happens with ascension. It's going to come up. So you got to release it. And if you get hooked into it, that's not a good place to be. So it sounds a little heavy, but it's going to be done in a very lighthearted way. And a very loving way to love yourself and to release that is no longer needed. So in a nutshell, that's what it is all about, is releasing that is no longer needed. So you can embark on your new world, your new life.
So where can everybody come to look at more details, payment details, more details? Come and check that out. The best place is Soul Evolution. If you go on to that group, connect with that group. That would be the place in Facebook. Yes. Yeah. Thank you. That would be where you can connect with William and myself and inquire more about the course. And if you would like to join the course, that's where you can do that as well. And then there's also William Michael Forbes business page on Facebook. And there's also William Michael Forbes on YouTube. Great videos on his channel as well.
Right.
And you can come in contact on either of those links. With me, you can come and find me at Kristen Davies' page on Facebook, on my YouTube channel. There's a lot of links in the description box below, and you can contact me and check out the 101 course. So that's awesome. So
that's great. And from my perspective on these two beautiful courses, I can just tell you guys one thing, right? If you sit back the most important thing in dealing and learning and finding teachers is the intention of the teachers. And with Kristen and with Norman, with William, the intention is really, from my perspective, because I've met them, I've slept in the same place as all of you. It's
You
so
sure did.
pure. It is authentic. The realness of wanting to help people is there. You know, I'm from the business world. You know, when you think, yes, it might be costly, but the things that you can get out of this and the intention that comes with the giving is so beautiful. So I know that Kristen's intention is about giving people the tools to channel for themselves. And I know and it's demonstrated, because every now and then I'll go to Kristen and say, Kristen, can you tell me this even after the course? And Kristen will say, what do your guides say? Right?
I'm like, why don't you channel it for me, and then
teach a man to fish, right? You can't get him to fish all the time.
I can't fish the whole time.
Best teachers, but you need some guidance to get to that space. And so one teaches you how to attend to the stimuli and how to get your body in place. The other one helps you, which is Norma's and Williams. The first one is Kristen's, to transmute the things that hold you back. And from there, when you have the intentions of these wonderful people wanting you to go and get on, rather than wanting you to keep buying into things, which is not the intention of these group, right? And I know that, feel that, you know, it was like we were buzzing when we were together, and I knew that the purity of intention is there. So, you know, it's fantastic.
And you know when that energy is there, you feel it. You feel it and you know it. And I'm there to teach you to step up onto your own 2 feet and walk this path. And I think, hey, when you shine brightly and you're feeling much better and more high vibrational and you can connect with spirit, you're just a lot happier, and you're going to shine that light out brightly and affect everybody in your life. Yeah. It's a beautiful path to walk. And, you know, I've always been one to say, like,
it's important. I'll tell you why purity of intent is important. When you actually go into a space,
crucial,
right, to learn, there cannot be ego. Because when you're having a teacher next to you, there cannot be ego. You need to learn without that in place. And purity of intent keeps it ego-free. So the space that we're going into in both spaces for both causes would be ego-free. And that's amazing as well.
Yeah.
And one of the ways to help eliminate ego is to raise your vibration up. Because when you're vibrating at a higher level, you're coming from the heart. You can either come from the heart or you can come from the head. You can't come from both at the same time. So that's what people do in life. They fluctuate between head, heart, head, heart. Some people are in the head more often, and some people are in the heart more often. But when you raise your vibration up, you're going to be in your heart. And that's what Kristen's course does as well. I can attest to that. It's definitely risen my vibration up.
Shift out of hear more and coming into hear more. Yeah. So you can be more observant of what is happening. Instead of this busy, active, old tape pattern of thought that keeps rotating in your mind. So let's see if there are, yes. Well, someone knows me well because someone's mentioning A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle. Well, I can tell you that right now. That is the book to read to help you shift out of being the still observer of your thoughts, being aware, being the conscious observer of your life. So that's what I would say, A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle.
Yeah.
Yeah. And everybody's just really agreeing and laughing and having a good time here. Yeah, William Michael Forbes, Spiritual Medium and Channel. If you want to sign up for the 102, that is his page on Facebook. And you can check out the information pinned at the top of the page. And again, you guys can always check out mine, which is Kristen Davies' page. Just Kristen Davies, simple. And if you guys have any questions, you just hit the book now button and ask your questions. It'll come right to me. It's like private messaging me through my business page, so feel free. Anyways, I love coming on with you two. I absolutely
it's so great.
I really love it. And I can't wait to have fun with you. in this course for a full month.
Yes.
Yay!
So awesome.
Yeah. And so anyways, everybody have a wonderful night, and
Thank
we'll
you
talk to you all soon. Yes.
Thank you for coming on, everyone.
Yeah.
Love you.
Love you guys. Love ya.
Bye.
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 Yeah.